If your knees hurt every time you squat, lunge, or just walk up the stairs, or maybe just avoiding exercise altogether, but nothing actually works, you are not alone. The reason your knee pain isn't getting better, you've been treating the symptom, not the cause. And today I'm gonna show you exactly how to fix that with a system anyone can follow. Here's the deal. Most advice out there focuses only on your knee. Stretch your quads, foam roll, maybe ice it, and hope for the best. But the truth is, knee pain usually doesn't start at the knee. Knee pain is almost always a symptom of something going wrong above and below your knee, your hips and your ankles. If those areas aren't moving right, your knees take all the stress. So if you've been foam rolling your quads, stretching until it hurts, and still not seeing progress, here's why. You're not addressing the root cause, and that's why the pain keeps coming back. Here's the mindset shift you need to make. Pain in the knee doesn't mean the knee is broken. It usually means your body is trying to compensate for poor movement somewhere else. In this video, I'm gonna show you a 3-step system to fix your knee pain for good. We're gonna address the real issues no one talks about. So stick around because I'll walk you through exactly what to do with exercises you can start today. And by the end, you'll know exactly how to fix knee pain and why what you've been doing isn't working. All right, let's dive into step 1, fixing what's stuck so you can move pain-free. Step 1 is mobility. And if you skip this, you're probably forcing your knees to take way more stress than they should. Here's the thing, tight ankles and hips make it impossible for your knees to track properly. So when you squat, lunge, or even walk, your body compensates and your knees end up paying the price. If you can't get your knee over your toes without your heel popping up, your ankle is limiting your movement. And that forces your knee to twist and grind when you squat or just go downstairs. Here's one of my favorite ways to fix that. A banded ankle dorsiflexion stretch. The key here is to keep your foot flat and let that band pull on your shin, opening up that ankle joint. Do 10 to 15 reps per side and you'll feel a big difference in how easy it is to move. Next up, the hips. If your hips are tight, especially hip flexors, you can't get proper hip extension. And when that happens, your knees take over to make up for it. Here's a simple hip flexor stretch to open this up. Most people do this wrong and just lean forward. But what you actually need to do is squeeze your glute hard and keep your ribs down. That's what actually opens up the hip. When you fix your ankles and hips, suddenly your knees don't have to do all the work. And that means less pain and better movement right away. But mobility is only the first piece. You also need to teach your body how to control that new range, and that's where step 2 comes in. Let's get into it. All right, now that we've opened up some mobility, step 2 is stability. And this is where most people get it wrong. Because here's the thing, if you don't know how to control your hips and ankles, your knees are still going to get smashed, even if you stretch all day. Think of your knee like the middle child. It's stuck between your hips and ankles. If those two aren't doing their job, your knee takes all the heat. So you've got to train your body to move in a way that keeps the knee where it belongs, stacked and aligned. First up is step downs. This teaches your body to control the knee on the way down, which is where most people lose it. Notice how my knee stays in line with my toes, no caving in. If you struggle with this, start with a lower step or hold on to something for balance. It's better to get it right on a small step than wrong on a big one. Do 8 to 10 slow reps per side, focusing on control, not speed. Next, we've got lateral band walks. This lights up the glutes, which are key for keeping your knees from collapsing in when you squat or move. The trick here is small steps. Stay low and don't let the band snap your feet back together. You want to feel the side of your hips burning. That's how you know you're hitting the right muscles. Go 8 to 10 steps each way, and yes, if it burns, you're doing it right. Once you start controlling how your body moves, instead of letting your knees collapse, you take a huge load off the joint. But stability alone isn't enough, because if you don't get strong in these patterns, the pain will come back. So next up, how to actually build strength that supports your knees for the long run. Let's get into it. All right, now we've reached step 3, strength. Because here's the truth. If you don't strengthen the muscles that support the knee, all the mobility and stability in the world won't hold up when life gets heavy. And that's when pain comes back. Strength gives you resilience, so your knees don't just feel better now, but stay pain-free when you're squatting, lunging, or chasing after your kids. First up, split squats. One of the best ways to build balanced strength between quads and glutes while forcing your body to stay aligned. Notice here, my front knee stays over the ankle. My back knee drops straight down. I'm not leaning forward, and I'm not letting the front knee cave in. If that's too hard, start by holding onto something for balance or limit how deep you go. The goal is control, not depth. Do 8 to 10 reps per side, slow and controlled. Next, step ups with eccentric focus. Most people just step up and down fast, but it's the way down that matters when you're fixing knee pain. When you step down slow, you're training your quads, glutes, and even your calves to control movement, so your knee doesn't get slammed when you go downstairs or land from a jump. Start with a low box if needed and work up as you get stronger. Do 6 to 8 reps per side, focusing on quality over quantity. Look, if you want your knees to stop hurting and stay pain-free, you can't skip strength. You need muscles that hold your joint in place when life gets real. When you're hiking, playing sports, or just picking up your kid. Mobility and stability open the door, but strength is what keeps it open. All right, so let's recap, because I don't want you to just watch this video. I want you to actually fix your knee pain. Step 1, mobility. Free up your ankles and hips so your knees stop compensating. Step 2, stability. Teach your body how to control movement and keep your knees in alignment. Step 3, strength. Build real strength in your legs so you stay pain-free even when life gets heavy. Most people skip at least one of these, and that's why their pain keeps coming back. But now you've got the full blueprint. And remember, you don't have to live with knee pain. You just need to train smarter and follow a system that actually works. If you found this helpful, drop a comment and let me know which exercise you're going to start with or what's been holding you back. And if you want a full follow-along routine that puts all of this together, check the link in the description. I've got something to help you take that next step.